than 100 games played, the border war between these two schools has been a clash in the middle of the country that's been a contest played since before the 20th century. And believe me, in rivalries like this one, the wrongs from games played in 1891 are being discussed as we get ready for what's in store. Great to have you with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Missouri continues to compete in the SEC, finishing 8-5 last season, a bit of a down year, but they do have a talented young quarterback stepping in. Five-star recruit Austin Simmons comes in the transfer portal. See what Eli Drinkwitz is able to do with this young talented QB this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Jayhawks offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. The Tigers able to squeak out a close one the last time they saw KU.
Yeah, the Tigers took care of business. They handled the moment really, really well. They've had the upper hand in this series, and they showed why with their composure in the last game.
It's really incredible, too, how winning a rivalry game can take your season in a completely different trajectory. And that's exactly what happened with Missouri after that win last year.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Dances away. Makes a man miss. Turning it on. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Jayhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. On the option. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Ahmad Hardy churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to him. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
3rd and 3. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's a give to Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's Simmons to throw. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Wants to throw. It's Marshall. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receivers got to make the catch.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Simmons. Here's the pressure. Being chased. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now facing a third and long. They'll send the back in motion. Simmons from the gun on third down. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Tradition a huge part in college football, and this rivalry has its place among the very best. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Throwing Simmons. He'll pull it down and run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll give it to Hardy. Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Extending the play. Looking for the score. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. You do think basketball in this rivalry, but there is football history. Gale Sayers, Todd Reesing, Chase Daniel, the Mangino era for the Jayhawks. At times, this was one of the best rivalries on the planet.
Well, they started playing in 1891, and it's unfortunate with conference realignment that this rivalry game kind of went away. I wish we saw it more often.
Yeah, and we've seen it all across college football. We get robbed of the rivalries, and then in turn, we kind of forget about them. So good to have this rivalry back.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's McMillan. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. Find some fresh air. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Simmons to throw. Got it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see the passing attack for Missouri this year under Eli Drinkwitz. He's done a pretty good job in recent years of going to the portal and finding his guy. Now, obviously, you lose Bo Prabula. He was only in this offense for a year and did...
Could be an alley. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Gets the back moving. Simmons. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
On the move, it's Roberts.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the right side with Hardy. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Tigers are threatening on first and goal. They'll run it with Hardy. And he's in! Touchdown, Missouri!
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Back to throw. It's Marshall. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Mizzou will use its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Throwing Simmons. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's Ole Miss coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And the Jayhawks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Hardy again. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Got his man to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to Hardy.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Running inside, it's Roberts. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
On first down, it's Hardy again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's a give to Hardy. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. They'll move the wide receiver. 4th down, Simmons. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Off play action on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. It'll be 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll give it to Hardy. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that.
Maybe a crease. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go play action with Simmons. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
On 3rd down, here's Hardy. Still running at the 40. Flying out to the left. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a... There he goes! On the spin move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Jayhawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down. There's a crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Kansas!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7.
Missouri, 21, Kansas, 7.
Coming out with it, it's Terry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's Simmons to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Quick spin on the run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got enough for the first. What a cut. Now he's loose. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Heading into the 4th quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Simmons. It's complete to the right. Oh, what a cut! They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Making side adjustments here. Going to the run, it's Hardy. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. It is getting rowdy as Missouri extends its lead on the hated Jayhawks.
Tell you what, man, Mizzou came into this one ready to go. They have been flying high and flying all over the field, making things happen.
Making things happen, making plays, playing with energy, really meeting the standard for this rivalry game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Makes it past the marker. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him. And he gets the sack.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Simmons. That's caught. It's Terry. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own. Last time it put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's caught. It's Pickett. Found a bunch of room and got...
Second down.
44-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the back. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Finds his big tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB
turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Bringing the heat. Gets it to the back. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. These two old rivals don't clash as often as they once did, but now bragging rights will belong to Mizzou. Until next time. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.